What's up traders, welcome to weekly trade setup video. In this video I'll be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis of the hottest currency pairs that we'll be looking to trade next week. The currency pairs that we'll be analyzing today are gold, euro AUD, NZD USD, dollar yen, AUD USD, euro USD, and USD ZAR. At the same time, you can watch my previous week's analysis. Most of the pairs did exactly the same way I have analyzed. I will put a link above, and also link will be in the description. You can watch that so that you can have some confidence about my analysis. If this is something you are interested, then smash the like button. Hi, I am Forex Wizard. If you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. Press that bell notification so that you don't miss out any of the wizardry that I post almost every day, including live analysis and strategies that will change the way you trade. I will be right back just after a small intro and disclaimer. Okay guys, so let's start our analysis with NZDUSD. Now NZDUSD, as usual, we will start our analysis from monthly time frame. Remember, monthly, weekly or higher time frame will give you a clear direction in the market. Lower time frame such as daily, 4-hour and further lower time frame you can use for finding proper entry point. With that said, let's see what happened with NZDUSD on the monthly time frame. Now on the monthly, what do you see? That NZDUSD in a strong downtrend. So how do you know an instrument in an uptrend or in a downtrend? From the market structure. Now this is the typical downtrending market structure, creating a series of lower high and lower low. Now remember, this is the first criteria for a downtrending market structure. Now with that said, let's see on the monthly what happened. What you see that NZDUSD, after this move to the upside, it has created a consolidation and deceleration pattern. So when you see an instrument changing its trend from uptrend to the downtrend, it creates consolidation and deceleration. Now NZDUSD has done exactly the same way for a couple of months, and then it has changed its trend from uptrend to the downtrend. So what happened in the last month? NZDUSD basically broke from this consolidation, creating a strong bearish engulfer. Now with that bearish engulfer, the next one, as usual, started to move down. Now what we have seen, that NZDUSD basically tested this previous support as a resistance. You see this green candle on the monthly here created a level of support. Now this month the price went up there, tested this support as a resistance, and what we have seen, a rejection to the downside. That means that on the monthly we can say that NZDUSD is likely to fall further, at least to this level, which is a quite big move based on monthly time frame. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly we have a little bit further clarification. What you see, that this red candle, this is a textbook bearish engulfer on an important level of resistance. So if you see that NZDUSD has created a support here, so in the past it has created a support here, now it has created a resistance here, and what you saw, that NZDUSD created a red bearish engulfer. Now what is a bearish engulfer? You see this, it has engulfed completely the previous green candle on the top and on the bottom. So when you see a bearish engulfer like this, you can expect the quite a few candle to drop to the downside. So we have a big move for the NZDUSD ahead to the downside. Now let's see on the daily time frame now how we can enter a trade for this move to the downside. Now on the daily, what you have seen the previous days, the price went up, tested this 20 period moving average on the daily, and then drop from here. So when the price creates such kind of pattern, as you see that the price creating a consolidation and then broke to the upside, tested this 20 period moving average, and then drop to the downside. Now from here, what you can expect the further slide. Now how we will be trading this slide to the downside? Let's see further lower time frame on the 4 hour. This is where we will be making our trading decision, but let's see on the new trading week where it can go for a further retracement, because we might see or might not see directly drop from here, but what is likely to see that NZDUSD is maybe going up to test this doji on the daily for the retracement, and from here we might see a drop to the downside. Now let's see how we can see this move on the 4 hour. Now this is where we will be putting our attention on the new trading week. So what you might see on the new trading week, the price is going up a little bit, creating a mini consolidation on the lower time frame, and then we might see a drop from here to the downside. Remember, what is falling is likely to fall. This is the law of trading. Many traders might think that okay, the NZDUSD has created an inverted head and shoulder or whatever, or maybe it's in the bottom, we might buy. It's not a good idea to buy in a falling market. So what we will be doing with our student is cautiously waiting for the price to create any kind of reversal pattern in this zone in the lower time frame for the downward movement. At that point, we'll take a short trade with at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair, EURUAUD, how it is likely to perform. Now EURUAUD did exactly the same way that I have analyzed last week. What I have said that EURUAUD is likely to drop. As you see that on the monthly, EURUAUD in a perfect downtrending market structure. If you see this all this high on the monthly, what you see that it is clearly arranged. Whenever you see a long wick candle on the monthly, the price drops. So from here as well, we can expect that EURUAUD to drop on the monthly, creating a new lower low. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, what we have seen that after the previous week's bearish engulfer, what you saw that the buyers tried to push the price high, but they couldn't do anything at all. Instead, the buyers created a doji candle. Now when you see a doji candle like this, what you can expect, a drop from here, maybe half of this doji. So if we like consider the half or maybe the weekly close, this is the level that is likely to move in the new trading week and then to drop from here. So what we will be doing with our student, we will be watching this level on the lower time frame. Now this is the daily time frame. So what is likely to happen in the trading week? The price is likely to go up, test this half week of this daily candle, and from this level we might see a rejection to the downside, and this is the where we will be watching price action on the new trading week if the price managed to go up. Now this is where on the 4 hour time frame, what we might see on the 4 hour, the price to go up, test this level. As soon as the price will be able to reach this level in this zone, then we will be waiting with our student to see any kind of reversal pattern on the 4 hour time frame. As soon as we will see, we will take a short trade from here with a high risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair, USD Jpy, what kind of trading opportunity we have. Now as usual on the monthly, let's see what kind of price action we have. Now on the monthly, USD Jpy in an uptrend. So as you see that starting from here, what you see, the price went aggressively up, creating this impulse, and then the price created an upward channel. If you see that the price is like this. So this is a strong bullish price action. When you see a pattern like this, you can expect it to explode or break to the upside. So monthly, what you saw that the price finally broke to the upside, followed by this doji. So this is the red is the doji, which is the expected. Now in the new months, the current month, what we have seen, the price came down, tested this low of this doji, couldn't create any lower low. That means this is the sign of strong buyers momentum. So that is the sign that USDJPY, the buyers are very active, so we can expect further push to the upside. Now going down to the weekly time frame to see what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, as usual, after the previous weeks, this weekless candle, this is a bullish candle. This week the price came down a little bit, created a retracement pattern, and then started to move up. So this, after this candle, we can expect further push to the upside. As you know that on the monthly as well, we are bullish. Now let's see on the daily time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the daily, the last day of trading week, the price created this interesting doji candle. This is the last day's candle. Now after this kind of candle, what you can expect, the price to push up or push down? This is the $1,000,000 question. But what is likely to happen in the new trading week? Initially the price will drop maybe half of this week in this zone. As you can see that the price has created an inverted head and shoulder on this daily time frame. So what we might see in the new trading week, the price to come along this area, along this zone on the lower time frame. From this area, that means in the 4 hour as well, we might see an inverted head and shoulder pattern, something like this, and then the price to rise up. Now this is the plan, trading plan that we will be using. We will be waiting for dollar yen to come to this zone in this area. As soon as we will see any kind of doji or a shooting star in this zone, as soon as we will see confirmation for this reversal, we'll take a long trade from this area, keeping our stop loss below this low, and take profit at least 1 to 3 or more risk to reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair that we will be analyzing now is AUDUSD. Now remember, AUDUSD and NZDUSD almost similar pattern it has created, so it is likely to happen in the same way. But it looks like that Aussie dollar is a bit stronger than NZD so far, so we might see a bit slower downward movement, but it's still the same thing to happen. So on the monthly, as usual, AUDUSD in a downtrend. Now previous months, after this strong bearish engulfer, as usual, what we have seen that this month is still almost half months to go, but it looks like it is creating a doji types of candle, but we might see further slide. So definitely we can expect a downward momentum after this kind of strong red candle. What you can expect, the price to drop to the downside. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, what you see that the previous week the price has created this bullish engulfer. Now after this bullish engulfer, what you see that the price couldn't create aggressive move to the upside. Instead, it has created a narrow red candle. That means the sellers are still active in the market, and we might see further downslide on the weekly as well. Now going down to the daily time frame, what kind of price action we have. Now on the daily, you see that this long wick candle on the daily, it has basically created a false breakout to the upside of this level of resistance on the monthly time frame. So after this kind of move, what you can expect on the new trading week is the same way as the NZD, the price to go up little bit to test this doji. So this is the doji that we have seen, to test this doji and then drop from here. Now let's see on the 4 hour time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the 4 hour, that is the two area that we will be watching the price action. We can expect the in the new trading week to create 1 or 2 4-hour candle that is giving us a confirmation. If we see the narrow candle is been created, a smaller candle creating a lower high, and if you see on the lower time frame, maybe on the hourly, you might see a pattern like this creating a consolidation and deceleration to the downside. At that point, we'll take a short trade. Remember, our decision will be based on new trading week. We need to see smaller candle with a lower high. Only then we'll take a short trade from here with at least 1 to 3 or 1 to 5 risk reward ratio. Now let's see another currency pair that we will be trading next week is euro dollar. Now as usual, let's start on the monthly time frame. Now euro dollar, AUD NZD, AUD USD, they may be similar types of pattern because all are USD pair. So we will be analyzing in the same manner, but at the same time we have to be cautious because if they started to reverse, all these currency may start to reverse against USD. So as usual on the monthly time frame, what you see that euro is in a strong downtrend after this dodgy green candle. If you see that starting from here, every month euro dollar is going down, creating a new lower low. So when you see a strong downtrending market, you can still expect further downtrend. Now going down to the weekly time frame, now this is what I have mentioned in the previous week. What I said that euro dollar is likely to come in this zone and then to drop from here, and the market exactly did the same way. Now at this point, euro dollar created this bearish candle again, which is a bearish engulfer strong after this big move. Now what we might expect from here to drop further lower. Now as you see that this is the weekly time frame, we may see or may not see directly drop from here, but let's see what kind of price action we want to see to decide which way it is moving. Now let's see on the daily time frame. Now on the daily, as you can see that the price went up, created a false breakout of this level of resistance, grabbed the liquidity, dropped straight down on the last day of the trading week. Now what we might see in the new trading week, a little bit of retracement to the upside and then further drop. Now let's see where we might see this instrument to go up. Now this is where we can expect the instrument to go up, test this green candle, low of this green candle, and then to drop to the downside. Now let's see on the 4-hour time frame where we can see this instrument to move. Now this is where we will be waiting for a price action. Now as you see that the price is dropping, the law of trading is what is falling is likely to fall. At the same time, we have to be cautious. If we see on the new trading week a candle on the first 4-hour, a wickless candle, something like this, there is no wick at the bottom and there is wick at the top, then highly likely that it might reverse from here to the upside. On the other hand, if we see a gap opening here, like a gap opening, creating a dodgy candle like this, this is a highly likely that this instrument will drop from here. Now these are the two patterns that we will be waiting. If we see an wickless candle from here, green candle, there is no wick at the bottom, then we might think that it will go up. We'll wait for 1-2 candle. On the other hand, if we see that smaller dodgy candle is being created with a lower low and lower high, then we will go for short from here with our student with a very good risk to reward ratio. Now these are the two criteria. Remember, do not blindly take any trade, only take a trade based on what kind of price action it is creating on a given time, because this is just an analysis. The market will do what it wants to do. The next currency pair that you will be analyzing now is USDZAR, and then finally we will jump on to gold. Now USDZAR, let's see on the monthly time frame, what kind of price action it is creating. Now as you can see that USDZAR in a strong uptrend, it has created in fact a typical textbook inverted head and shoulder pattern in this area, and then the prices started to move up. Now this month what we have seen that so far in the 2 weeks the prices still couldn't make it through to the upside, so we can expect further move to the upside. Now let's see on the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly, what you have seen that back to back 3 week, it has created smaller red candle, that means the doji. If you see the compare this 3 green candle with this 3 red candle, what you see that the buyers are stronger, the sellers are very weak. Now after this kind of candle, what you can expect the price to move up from here. As you see that the last week of the trading, the price has created a pattern that is look like a shooting star. On the weekly we can expect a move to the upside. Now let's see on the daily time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the daily, what we are seeing that the price has created a candle where we see it has just tested this 20 period moving average and also tested this bullish engulfer. So what kind of price action we are expecting on the new trading week? We are expecting the price to come a little bit to the downside and then started to move up. So we will keep our stop loss below this low. As you know that this is an exotic pair, you might have a higher spread with your broker, so make sure before taking any trade you understand that you are able to trade this instrument based on your account size. If you are not able, just ignore it. If you are able, then keep your stop loss a bit lower, because this instrument have a very high swap or a spread on Asian session or any day where there is a low trading volume. So we'll keep our stop loss below this low and take profit at least 1 to 3 or more risk to reward ratio. Now let's jump on to gold to see what kind of price action it has created and how we can trade this instrument. Now gold, let's see how it is doing. Now first of all, starting with monthly as usual. Remember, monthly will give you a higher time frame, will give you a clear direction in the market. Now on the monthly, what we have seen that gold has the previous months, it has created a gravestone doji. Now after this gravestone doji, the price came back below, broke this low of the monthly low, and then grabbed the liquidity instantly. The prices started to move up, which is sign of bullish momentum. When you see a false breakout and then move up, you can expect an aggressive move. Now let's see on the weekly time frame what kind of price action we have. Now on the weekly, previous week the price has created this doji, narrow doji. After that the buyers couldn't make through, the sellers came back here, and then it has created a false breakout. As soon as it created a false breakout, the buyers took control and the price went up. Now at this point it has created a perfectly doji candle. Now this, after this kind of doji, now it is a 50-50 chance that gold will drop from here after the around 50% week of the candle and then drop, or we might see a move from here to the up. So how we will be approaching? Let's see on the daily time frame. Now on the daily, as you can see that it has created after this strong 2 green candle an inverted pin bar or a shooting star. Now this is a narrow shooting star. After this kind of shooting star, we might see 2 possible scenarios. One to straight up from here, another to drop from here after some retracement. So let's see on the 4 hour what kind of price action we want to see and how we will be trading. The first thing, if we see that there, because it is completely impossible to predict at this point gold which way finally to go. So what we will be doing, we will consider 2 possible scenarios, the first scenario and the second scenario. Let's see if we see that gold drop from here without going up and then tested this 20 period moving average, and then created a double bottom on the lower time frame or an inverted head and shoulder, then we will buy gold from here. That means that it has came for a retracement, it has completed the retracement and will go further up. On the other hand, if we see that gold started to rise up from here and created a double top here, when they are completed a double top and couldn't make it up through anymore, then we will go for short from here with our student with a very good risk to reward ratio. Now these are the currency pairs that you will be looking to trade, including some other currency pairs that may provide instantly any kind of trading opportunity. Thank you for watching. See you soon with any other video.